Well, if you're a fan of this channel, this isn't necessarily news, but it seems now Steven Yeun has been confirmed as the Sentry. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about the rumor, who let it slip, and the reveal we got about a comic-accurate costume. Now, before we do that though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring that bell for all the updates. We do daily Marvel and DC videos, and we want to be your place for all the superhero news. But we're going to bring it to you truthfully and transparently. This is a pretty interesting way to get some details confirmed, and I'm not sure there's not going to be some negative fallout. Now, if you're a fan of this channel, you might remember multiple months back, we did a report that Steven Yeun had joined the cast of the Thunderbolts, and he was going to play a big-time Marvel character. Now, nothing was ever officially confirmed, but multiple scoopers online actually made it pretty clear he would indeed be playing the Sentry. Now, we've gotten various plot leaks since then that seem to confirm the Sentry is indeed going to be part of this movie, and bringing him to the MCU has all kinds of potential fallout, which is a much bigger conversation for a later day. Now, since then, we really haven't gotten a lot of news. The Walking Dead alumni has dropped hints here and there in various interviews, but nothing very character specific, and mainly focusing on how he got the role in the MCU, but not which role he got. If you didn't know, he got connected to the project via Jake Schreier, who directed episodes of his show Beef, and I think it's that working relationship that got him over at Marvel Studios. Now recently, Walking Dead and Invincible creator Robert Kirkman was talking with comic book artist David Finch, and he seemed to totally let the cat out of the bag, flat out saying, "My good friend Steven Yeun is playing this Sentry in a movie. Yeah, he called me, he went in for a costume fitting. I hope I'm not. I don't think this is a spoiler or anything that will get anybody in trouble. I do know. Maybe, we'll see. I don't care. I don't work for Marvel. What are they going to do to me? He called me and said, I just came back from a costume fitting for the Sentry. I guess I only do superheroes that are yellow and blue." He said that he was at a costume fitting and was like, "Oh crap, I forgot Invincible was yellow and blue." Now, I find the whole quote from Kirkman pretty interesting because clearly he doesn't have the best relationship with Marvel and really doesn't care what they think. But he did confirm two big details here. Now, this is technically word of mouth because he's saying Steven Yeun told him, but this seems to confirm that he is indeed cast as the Sentry. But more interestingly, we are getting a comic book accurate costume. The Sentry has a pretty unique looking costume in Marvel Comics, and I can't wait to see how that physically manifests on screen, especially with all the aspects of the Sentry's powers. He is an interesting cast for both characters, because technically Ryan Reynolds is two characters, the Void and the Sentry. But we'll dive in a little more to his superpowers and where he came from in a future video, because I think this is a character people are pretty interested in. The implications of him joining the MCU are huge. He's one of the few characters that can absolutely stand toe-to-toe with the powerhouses of the universe, including the Hulk. And we've been getting those rumors of that World War Hulk movie, and if you're familiar with that comic, you know how big of a part the Sentry plays in that, and I would love to see that go down. He actually joins a pretty big and talented cast. This movie has major potential to be really great, and I'm hopeful by the time that Thunderbolts gets in front of the cameras, all these behind the scene details at Marvel Studios have been worked out, and it ends up being one of Marvel's best films. But we're gonna have to wait and see.